Not everything that breaks you is meant to destroy you. I'm Christy. Welcome to the unraveling. Hello, dear soul. There's a question rising within many of you right now, a quiet but persistent tension between two ideas. On one hand, you're being guided to let go, to release expectations, to detach from the outcome, to stop waiting, stop holding, stop gripping so tightly to what you once wanted. And on the other hand, you're told to manifest, to focus on your desires, to visualize your future, to align with the life you wish to create. And somewhere in the middle of this, you find yourself asking, how can I let go and still want it? How can I detach and still manifest? It feels like a contradiction, doesn't it? But it is not. It is a misunderstanding. Because detachment was never asking you to stop desiring. It was asking you to stop depending. There's a difference, a profound one. You can desire a life without attaching your peace to whether or not it arrives in the form you have imagined. You can envision a future without binding to it a specific person's ability to meet you there. And this is where many of you are standing right now. You say, I want to live in that place. I love the energy there. It feels like home. Beautiful, clean, true. But then quietly, there is another layer that says, and I want to be there with them. And this is where your energy begins to tighten. Not because the desire is wrong, but because the attachment returns. The subtle condition that says, this vision only feels complete if they are part of it. And that is what detachment is asking you to release. Not the dream, not the place, not even the love you feel, but the idea that your fulfillment is dependent on a specific outcome. Because here's the truth. Manifestation does not respond to control. It responds to congruence, to the version of you who is already whole within the vision you are calling in. So the question becomes, can you see yourself living that life, feeling that peace, experiencing that joy without needing them to validate it? Can you fall in love with the life even if it arrives differently than expected? Because if the answer is no, then you are not manifesting, you are negotiating. And life does not respond well to negotiation rooted in lack. It responds to certainty, to openness, to a grounded knowing that says, this or something better, but I will not abandon myself waiting for it. So if you feel this inner conflict right now between letting go and calling something in, do not force yourself to choose one or the other. Refine it, soften it, let your desires expand. Instead of narrowing them down to one person, one outcome, one path, you can still want love. You can still envision a shared life. You can still feel drawn to a place that holds meaning for you, but release the grip on how it must unfold. Because the moment your peace depends on a specific person showing up, you are no longer in alignment. You are in attachment. And your soul is trying to lead you somewhere freer than that. So trust that space you're in, where you are learning to want without clinging, to envision without controlling, to love without losing yourself inside of it. Because that, dear soul, is where true manifestation begins. And if you've been feeling this pull between letting go and still wanting what your heart desires, share this with me in the comments. What are you learning to release control over right now? Not the desire, but the need for it to happen a certain way. And if this spoke to something within you, remember you're not alone in it. We will continue moving through these questions one layer at a time. And until next time, dear soul, stay open, stay soft, and stay sovereign. I love you all so much. Please take good care of yourselves. Bye now. You're not here by accident. Your soul knew. We'll meet again right here between the lines.